just because you're on tag.
Every year, around 60,000 tag orders are handed out.
We do ankle bracelet, 24 karat gold.
This is meant to keep more people out of jail.
It's like a prison, but for people that are not in prison.
It just makes me a youth that's made mistakes.
Offenders can live at home, but they can't go out at night.
Get in now.
I'm only having a wheelie.
You sometimes carry weapons?
A metal pole. Easy to get out, easy to scare someone with.
The authorities want to put more people on tag.
Oh, a crock of shit.
But with little support to find work or housing,
The joys of food bank.
is wearing a tag enough to keep them out of trouble?
Go on, breach me tag right now.
I'll probably get arrested tonight or tomorrow.
Oh, shit! Just had my haircut, looking fresh. Feeling fresh, looking fresh. Best barber in Warrington right here. Every 2 weeks. Gotta get my hair cut. You gotta look good. Always. Might deter people from maybe looking at me ankle.
In Warrington, 18-year-old Jordan has just got out of prison after going down for stealing a car. As part of his parole, he has to wear a tag for 12 weeks.
That, right there. We do ankle bracelet, 24 karat gold.
Last night, there was a fight at Jordan's supported housing. The neighbours have complained, so he's been asked to leave.
Easy peasy.
But being on tag means he needs to fix address, so he has to find somewhere else to live.
Gotta go that way. Go into housing, because I need to sort out a gaff as quick as possible, because I'm getting kicked out. I have to go back to court to apply for a change of address. Potential outcomes are the Verve, which is like a hostel for 18 to 24-year-olds. But I don't know if I'll be allowed in the Verve on tag. If I don't get allowed in the Verve, I'll be homeless.
And then what happens?
I have no clue. I've lived in care since I was 10, so like residential homes with like 7 or more young people at a time. I've lived in foster homes. I've lived in pretty much anywhere you can imagine in care. I've been in secure units. Obviously, I just got out of jail. That's basically lived there for 7 months. That's a nice bike. I'm a newly released, so they keep an eye on you for about 6 months after you get released from prison, and then they class you as a dangerous person because of that. Because that's how it goes in prison. Like, if someone looks at you the wrong way, you have to fight them. I'm classed as a prolific offender. When you come out of a very violent place into the public, they have to keep an eye on you, just in case you kind of go AWOL and start like knocking people out for no reason and stuff like that. Here's the coppers, heads down. They're a bit wary of me, the police. They don't like me very much, let's put it that way.
Jordan was caught in a stolen car with his mate Connor.
Family-sized pack of M&Ms, mate.
Five finger discount from fucking pawn shop and that.
This is why I love you, you know.
Where's this even going?
Going to housing, because I need a house, bro.
I
need a house.
Yeah, man.
It's on the other side of here, isn't it?
How do you guys know him then?
Jordan?
Yeah.
I'm his co-day. I've up the car with him.
He said I have to bring some documents with me next time I come. Like proof of identity, proof of income, and a letter from my social worker saying that I'm leaving care. Let's go. I can't believe they've just kind of passed me a sheet of paper and fucked me off. I don't know how I'm going to get that because my social worker's been avoiding me for the past 3 weeks. It's like a day in the life, isn't it?
like this area where you live?
It's alright, like, few troublemakers, like, but other than that, it's quiet, get on with everyone. Been a hard life, hasn't it? Learn how to fight fit, survive, innit, round here.
In St Helens, 17-year-old Kian was caught with a machete and has to wear a tag for 12 weeks.
What do you think about him being on tag?
Best thing that could have happened to him, really. It doesn't affect him, you know, me paying his fine.
No, but it affects me mentally when I'm stuck in my room all day doing nothing.
I know.
That's what affects me. Mentally, emotionally.
What helps?
Just like my family and that being there. My dad was never there, my mum's always been there.
Kian lives at home with his mum Jane, sister Lauren, girlfriend Jen and 5 dogs.
Right, let me go and throw the dog in. Time is it, Laurie? All right, so you've got what? 2 hours.
2 hours.
freedom.
Would you like to have me house on tag?
Yeah, because I know where you are.
But
What
obviously,
you said to me about that, it's best thing.
at first it was the best thing the police have ever done. It affected me in a way that I didn't expect it to, which was like obviously my mental health when I'm sat there doing nothing, end up depressed. But like obviously when I can go out, it's a bit of freedom, bit of relief.
You're not hanging about with this, like some of the dickheads that you used to hang about with, and like going running over abandoned factory roofs and, you know, up to no good.
Which means up to no good, that kept us out of shit. We were climbing, we were having a laugh. We were free running. I used to run a free running session on a Friday. And like obviously we was learning a lot of kids and that how to do front flips and like side flips. I miss it, me.
Kian did free running sessions at the local family centre, but they were stopped due to a lack of funding.
To me, the government doesn't give a fuck about Merseyside.
So it's going to be more kids ending up on tag. It's not really their fault.
You get kids these days going around with knives and that. I'm on tag for carrying a machete, but I didn't have any intention of harming anyone. Do you know what I mean? Like, but you get kids going around these days with fucking axes and hammers and that. I had an argument with her sister, and obviously she told me get the fuck out of her flat at 3:30 in the morning, so I grabbed my dog, grabbed my bag in my work pants, grabbed my machete and walked out. And then obviously when the police pulled me, I was open, I was honest to what I had, and they just brought me home and then I went and fought for it.
Why did you have a machete?
Honestly, because my mate got it me for a birthday present.
Proud of you for sticking to your curfew.
Oh, nice one, Mum.
Right.
Nice one. Cute, oh, cute that.
True though, isn't it? I honestly don't think you'd stick to it. He's done well.
Loz! Can I have a pizza? Go on, I'll come up.
Over on the Wirral, Tommy's up early before his curfew ends.
Get everything done in the morning, you don't have to do nothing, do you?
He's been on tag for 4 months and is going to court in a few weeks for a separate offence.
The only body missed. Cool you down, man. There you go. You smell nice now.
Why is it important to have a clean home?
Fuck that. Not hard to be clean, is it? Fucking clean home's a fucking happy home, innit? Fuck that, living in a fucking pigsty.
What time are you allowed out of the house?
At 7 o'clock, I think it is. No point staying in bed, lad, and lying. Your day's gone then. Before my court date comes up, I need to get as much hours as I can in, just in case I get guilty.
Tommy's claiming universal credit, but by the end of the month, he has to rely on a food bank to see him through to his next payment.
I've got to go and sign some paperwork and I asked regarding the food bank, seeing what the benefit system can give me and all that. I'm currently signed off with post-traumatic stress disorder, but I just don't speak about it really, look, to be honest with you. So, that's one thing I keep myself to myself. Just through a lot of reasons. Obviously trauma, what I've had in my life. Military background, just all in general, really.
You were in the military?
I was, yeah. We're in the food bank, getting another big munch for us. Cheers, thanks very much. Thank you. There now. Bingo. Just been to the food bank to go and get me groceries. That's how you got to survive nowadays. Political bullshit.
What did you get?
Just, I won't know until I've opened up. Just full groceries, everything I needed. The joys of food bank.
Tell him if he comes anywhere near me again, he will be getting it.
Back in Warrington, the fight that led to Jordan having to leave his flat isn't over.
They'd come to my house with hammers, yeah, to get his bike back, which I apparently stole off him even though he gave it me. All right, mate, I'll let my boys know. Hello? If he brings anything, I'll bring something in it. Okay, now. Mad stuff. Loads and loads of mad stuff. There was a fight last night outside mine, which wasn't to do with me. Bloody hell. All right, bro. One person has said to the other that I've stole something off them when I haven't. I've gone, you know what, I'm going to get all of my boys involved. There's about 50 people involved now, and now there's going to be a big fight on Dakota.
It's 4 p.m. and Kian has 4 hours left before his curfew begins.
I don't want it showing because it doesn't make yard or nothing. We call a tag, St. Helens Rolex. It's probably the most expensive thing around here. Loads of people end up on it. The only time it'll tell you the time is when you've either breached or yapping. Is that right? Being on tag, it's nothing to be proud of. It's basically just showing everyone you're the dickhead that got caught.
Since the family centre was shut down, Kian has been boxing in his local gym.
I feel like a caged animal. Everyone makes mistakes, don't they? I regret carrying a knife. I regret being in stolen cars. Some days you'll feel physically drained because you're that used to being in. You won't actually want to go out. Like, you just generally want to stay in. Just say like 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Mentally, like, you start getting low moods, your anger and that gets worse. Loads of people suffer with depression. There's also different ways to go around it. But like, the way I go around mine is either go at gym and letting my anger out, or wait for someone to push me buttons. Fighting's not something I want to do, but fighting's something I know I'm good at. But it's one of them, if you can cope being on tag, you can cope with a lot of stuff. And then that's what. You get used to it. Everyone has to fight for survival.
Along with the food bank, Tommy has found other means to get by.
What are we up to?
Go in the shop. I need to go get some money.
What are you getting the money for?
Just to survive. Favour to favours, isn't it?
Someone owes you money.
Yeah. One of the lads in the shops.
Tommy used to sell fake tobacco, and he's off to collect an old debt.
There's more money in the tobacco than there is in drugs. At the end of the day, it's costing half the money. This shop here, this is a shithole of a shop, like.
You get your money?
Got the money off his lad, he just gave me 20 quid, yeah. Why did I put on tag?
Yeah.
It all stemmed from 12.5 months ago. I was selling fake tobacco. I went into a shop who I've done a lot of business with, And I've said, "Yo, where's the money?" A little old lady's heard me say, "Where's the money?" She thought I was robbing the shop. She just rang the police. When the police came, I got nicked.
After being accused of robbery, Tommy was sent to Manchester as part of his bail conditions, but that didn't keep him out of trouble.
I've gone to Manchester and I've had an altercation with three men who I didn't know were police. Because they didn't initially say police when they ran at me, that's why I got put on tag and I didn't go to prison. I'm on the trial next week, next Monday. So if I get found guilty for robbery, then I go to prison.
Yeah, I might be moving to St Helens.
Jordan hasn't been able to find another place to live. And his tag will go off at 9 p.m. if he's not let back into his flat.
I have to walk back to the property to see if they've locked it up or not. And if they have, then I'm going to boot the front door in. All of my stuff's in there, in the property. My house, my fucking flat. They said that if I leave the property, then it's going to get locked up and I won't be allowed back in. Because of the fight that happened last night and because it was so noisy and the police turned up and everything, all the neighbours have complained about the noise and about the violence that's going on around my house. They think I'm unsafe because of the amount of people that have been to my house. So they want to move me out of Warrington so they can, like, monitor me.
You seem a bit worried.
Not worried. Just hungry. Not eating all day, so I need to get myself something to eat.
Can you explain to me what you just did in the shop? Got yourself a packet of biscuits and Red Bull. How did you get them?
5-finger discount.
You didn't pay for them?
No. You didn't have any wraps in. I was going to get myself a breakfast wrap, but you didn't have any in. Best biscuits in the world, please. Dark chocolate digestives. Pick these out especially, this is my favourite. Yeah, I can see the McCalls from here.
Last night's fight means that Jordan is having to watch his back.
Which McCalls are you at? You're not at... Don't film this.
Well, what have you got?
Just a bar, mate.
Where are you keeping it?
From there to there.
Do you sometimes carry off weapons?
If I've got a lot of people after me at the time, yeah. I have to because I don't know where people are and whether someone's going to be around where I live.
And what have you got?
Just a random metal pole.
Can you show me it?
Something to play with if someone tries playing with me. If you don't let me back in this property, then my tag's going to go off and you're going to get in trouble for it. I'm not moving to St Helens, mate.
Do you think I'm going to get slammed? Do I need to bring a bag with me? I know it's a robbery, but you know I didn't rob the fucking shop, though, don't you?
My tag snapped.
Ah, it's all stuck in my sock.
Fucking free. Get it down. Fuck off!